be hard to hear a little bit.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. Shalom, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming out here day in, day out. Prophesy the downfall of modern day Babylon, spiritual Egypt, Sodom. Uprising of Israel consists of so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the elect, scattered across the four corners of the earth. All praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash.
Kala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This devil is coming down with straight rap. We just don't get into it, man. Get that first scripture. The devil coming.
Revelation.
Double honors. It's like a double honors to apostles, elders, bishops, and great Most High take the truth, brothers, teach the word for the hope for elect, the elect, Most High will to the scattered foreigners, Christ spirits returning back to the Most High, blessed and so on.
Come a little closer to us so they can hear you. Go ahead.
This is Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yep.
Woe to the inhabitants.
We represent the whole heaven, man. We represent the joy of these, living within this word, the word living within us. Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Yeah, woe to everybody else, the inhabitants of the earth. Woe means destruction, man. Go ahead.
And of the sea.
And of the sea, go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Yeah, who is the devil? False accuser, adversary, Satan. He's going to come down with great wrath. Draconian laws, these private prisons, these militias, these concentration camps, this new world order modeled after Rome. Go ahead, and you already see that in the news with the immigration deportation with Trump, the DEI, shit like that.
The ICE, the ICE.
Yeah.
Different.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying they paying, $1,500 to, catch Jake and, ahead, trying to send him back, deport him.
Yeah. Breaking up families, weakening the people of the country, weakening the citizens, proclaiming authority, Go ahead, executive orders, they're signing executive orders. And they're working from the inside too, man. Like your job, you're gonna start hearing day by day or week by week, you're gonna start hearing different shit. Like you can't do that. You don't do it like this. You gotta be on time or you get fired. Anyway, go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Great wrath.
Because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Yeah, and they already know who the Israelites are. They already know what prophecy is, because he know he have a short time, man. Most High is shortening this time even more so this day, man. Look how much it's speeded up in 10 years. Since the COVID, which was about what? That was almost about 10 years.
Yep.
COVID, because half of, but it's Most High speeding it up, man. There's more things happening on news every day than people can even put on their phones, man. TikTok, YouTube, it's becoming mostly news more than anything. Weird stuff happening. Chariots, sightings of strange creatures and all that. You know? So they see these prophecies coming, so they're gonna be like, Most High is having to marry up. You know? Most High showing the times. What did it say? He's showing the time for the elect's sake
For
too.
the elect's sake.
Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 20. And it reads, "But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day." Verse 21, "For then shall be great tribulation,
Great tribulation.
such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time."
To this time, man. That's great trouble. Jacob's trouble. Go ahead.
"No, nor ever shall be."
No ever shall it be, man. That's how you know this is the last rap. This is the last trouble. Because what it say, and the Most High is going to take vengeance of those who trouble us. But then it says, you know, Jacob's going to be saved out of that trouble, the elect. And then what it say about us when we're in the kingdom, we're not going to be troubled anymore. There's no oppressor. You know? So this is the last run for the devil, and he know that too. And that's what it says. They're going to exercise that. It says that in the Apocrypha, they're going to exercise every spring of the so to speak. Let not any spring of our youth pass, paraphrasing. You know, they're going to choose it for all what it is. They got their weapons, their military might, they got, you know, their plans and they summits that they go to often, you know what I'm saying, to talk about the next executive order, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 22, "And except those days should be shortened."
Except those days should be shortened. These days that we're in, the days of the time of the end, the apostles, the elders keep talking about. The end of the world. Go ahead.
"There should no flesh be saved."
No flesh be saved. Yeah. Go ahead.
"But for the elect's sake."
But for the elect's sake, that's how you know how important the elect is. That's how you know it is an elect. It's not all Israel. It's an elect. For the elect's sake, go ahead.
"Those days shall be shortened."
Yeah, because what are the elect doing? It says, mark them. It says, you know, that sigh and cry for all the abominations done in the midst. We're sighing and crying. Most High is hearing our prayers, man. We're saying, like, could you make a speedy riddance of this place? Most High say, yeah, I'll speed up the time for you. And that's what's going down right now. Okay? I mean, look how quick Trump, all that bullshit that Trump was faced with the charges, he just beat that shit like a piece of cake and got it back in, man. You know? Already he just got in pretty much, you know, through his inauguration, and he's already doing that deportation shit. He's deporting people, man. And he got real strict laws on that deportation. Even our people from, not only people think of Mexicans, but it's people from, our people from West Africa and Cuba and anywhere that's outside the United States. You're an immigrant, so to speak. A legal immigrant, they call it. You know? They don't even care about the Native Americans owning this land or once had owned this land or here before them. They don't care about that. They just, you know? There was a dude that was arguing about that fact on the news with an Edomite, and the Edomite said, "Why are you bringing up the past?" And the Most High said he required that which is past. You know? So the Edomites be like, yeah, they want this new world order because it's going to be set up for their favor, man, not for Jake's.
You know? And like as soon as like they got some taxes missing or something, then they want to recall everything. They don't get what they feel like they deserve. They want to recall that up. But you don't want to recall all the stuff that you done to Jake, man.
Yep.
You know?
And Most High said he forget not what they done to us. So Most High remember. Go ahead.
I did. Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, verse Verse 10. No, it's like verse 9. In the NLT version. It says, Son of man, give the people this message from the Lord. A sword is being sharpened and polished. Verse 10. It is sharpened for terrible slaughter.
And that's why the Most High is moving men to become, the warmen. It says, beat your plowshares into weapons of war. On the spiritual side, we sharpen our sword in the spiritual realm. Because that's going to matter too when this devil. It's going to be certain men with spiritual powers by the words of their mouth. It's going to speak things into existence. And they're going to be afraid of those men. You're going to be like, hey, tell the dog to sick the dude and he's going to do it. But it's power, like we always mention, it's power on the right-hand side, power on the left-hand side. And they're exercising. Go ahead. That was it.
Back in verse 10, it says, it is sharpened for a terrible slaughter and polished to flash like lightning. Sharpened for a terrible slaughter and polished to flash like lightning. Now when you laugh, those far stronger than you have fallen beneath his power. You know what? I think we get that to KJV, right?
Yeah,
It's
sound like
better.
NLT.
It's kind of going off of that.
Yeah.
But the NLT is be on point sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna read that again in Ezekiel 21.
That's why it's good to read it first there and
Yeah,
then NLT.
I had it on NLT. This is Ezekiel 21, verse 9 in the KJV. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord.
That's what we're doing. We prophesying and saying, thus said the Lord. Prophecy comes from the prophets. Go ahead.
Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Should we then make mirth? Like be happy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we warn our people at times, like, hey, we might be the bearer of bad news, but it really ain't no good news, but this truth. According to America, it ain't no real good news for y'all. Go ahead.
It says, it contaminate the rod of my son as every tree. Verse 11. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Yeah. And Most High is using Esau as a slayer too. You know? Because it talks about, you know, that black horse, that horse of death. You know? Esau is a harbinger of death. You know? Most High giving him the power to do so with his sword. He's a sword of the Most High. So he's going to slaughter with that sword. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 12. Cry and howl, son of man.
Cry and howl, man. You know, and that's what we're doing on the right-hand side. We're crying through these scriptures. We're crying through our tribulation. We're crying through, you know, what we see on the earth. You know? Go ahead.
For it shall be upon my people.
It shall be upon my people. Who's the Lord's people? The Israelites, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
It shall be upon all the princes of Israel.
Yeah. All the princes of Israel. Go ahead.
Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people.
Yeah. Terrors of the reason by the sword shall be upon my people. You know, go ahead. 'Cause
Smite.
that's what the sword is for. Yeah. It ain't just gonna sit in your holster and all that, or what they call it. That, you know, it's a man's chamber. He's gonna use that. Go ahead.
Smite therefore upon thy thigh.
Yep. Go ahead. That's it.
That's it.
Con. So that's what we're doing. You know, we're prophesying against our people. We're prophesying in the name of Yahweh Yahushai to warn our people what's coming upon this earth. Get that scripture say, man, fearing for what's coming up.
Yeah.
So it's Most High could get very creative when it comes to things comes happen up on this earth, like we always mention. You know, famines, pestilence, diseases, private prisons, concentration camps, mudslides, you know, tornadoes, earthquakes, sinkholes. You know, men taking over a house, you know, invasion of houses, house invasion, women getting ravished, beasts out there, you know, changing their place, you know, creatures of all sorts coming out from the sea onto land, you know. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 25.
If the Most High wants to, He can make those creatures breathe all of a sudden out of the water if He wanted
God.
to. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And it reads, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
Signs in the sun and the moon. We've seen that. We've seen blood moon. We've seen a orange sun, or you know, see the sun like it looks bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Or an eclipse, or you know.
You got the 6 planets aligning with the sun right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. You know.
those are signs of the sun and the moon. You know, that alignment.
Yeah.
You know, because everything's basically, you know, consists of energy, and the Lord moves that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, into place for certain times.
Luno, and that's what lunatics, you know, they get, you know, people get crazy when the moon is out. That's how they had those howling, those wolf movies, and they howl at the moon and shit.
Yep.
They became lunatics.
You know, the moon it directs the tides and whatnot, and you know that's why he like Juwan said in those days where it's like, you know, real hectic on the full moons, because you know our body is consistent of water too, so it turns and moves us too. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got the spirit on you, you gonna be bugged out here.
It might have too to do with some frequencies about your woman being on her cycle.
Yeah.
She on her cycle monthly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So she be in a bad mood and stuff, feeling like more, you know, emotional.
Yeah. We just mentioned some those vibrations and frequencies are very true. You know, they mean something. Things are happening all the time. Even if it's just a still day and sunny day, there's frequency vibrations in this place. Go ahead.
And in the stars.
And in the stars, man. And the stars, sometimes the stars align with certain, and you can see sometimes it's visible. You know, they call it Big Dipper and all that and shit. You know, but the Most High ordered the stars, and it even says that Most High used that as a sign of Israel too. He said, "If these depart from their ordinances, Israel shall be no more." But you see, the sun is still here, the moon is still here, and the stars are still here, and Israel is still here. So we just show an example how the Most High uses those things for an example of,
You know, they also prove that, like, that the moon, the star, they gonna always be. Because you got these Christians, you know, they read like books of what is it, Revelation, that
they burn out.
The sun.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. So they was like, oh, so there's not gonna be the sun in the heavens, you know, it's gonna be gone. But like one, like you just quoted, out of
Israel
this.
will be no more.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're gonna be forever.
Because Israel says, my people shall be forever. We're going to Jacob and say he's going to rule the kingdom forever, forever, and forevermore. Even forever.
As the heavens shall be.
And upon the earth the stress of nations.
The stress of nations, that's what's happening now, man. You know? The stress of nations. And these other people, and these other countries, citizens in other countries, people, they suffering too. And they finding out their leaders ain't cahoots with the world order, like they don't give a damn either about their own people. You know? There's what do you call it, classism over there too. Yeah, which we don't really care because, yeah, we concerned about the elect. You know what I'm saying? These nations, they take care. That's on them, man. And they own people, they own government. Go ahead.
With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
Yep.
Verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear.
Failing in your mind. That's what heart means, alive, your mind failing you for fear. Like, man, what could, like, what they say, what could be the worst thing that could happen? And it'll happen, man. You know, a tsunami and shit, you know? You know? Or they had a movie called The Bird. Birds. And there was birds attacking people all over the place, man. I put the spirit on the birds and start attacking. You know? You're scared to go outside because there's a big ass flock of eagles waiting for people to come outside. Don't care if they get shot. You know?
And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
Coming up on the earth. And that's, you know, that's a man's worst nightmare. Even, you know, the sedition of men. Even they say they shall be invading one another. You know, with guns, militias, like we said, people gonna start grouping up because they know they ain't gonna survive alone, and then they gonna take somebody out in their group, their own group, because they be like, well, shit, you might be a weaker link. They're like, we gotta get rid of this guy. You know. We don't trust this guy, so we gotta take him out. They had what's the name? Bird Box. They doing that movie Bird Box. They wouldn't let nobody back in the house. It's like, because you might be one of those people. So, you know, these are just examples of how people are gonna be bugging out, losing their mind, and fearing of what things that, you know, things can happen. Not only that, the minds of people flipping out, but you got the disastrous events that go on along with that, man. You know, Esau got the weather manipulation and shit. You know, he got frequencies. He's setting fires to cities and shit, laser and shit, drones out there flying around. You know. Much you ain't gonna. This gonna be a military state. You ain't gonna be able to really do shit, but go to work and go home, which we already do. We already in order with the Most High. We don't do much. We don't do much, man. Go ahead.
For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Yep. Heaven's up on the earth. The powers of heaven.
Here they come.
Routine of part of the executive orders. Circle around and blow the horn at them. That's it. But you know it's gonna be a lot of that. But you know what? It ain't gonna be no help because they're gonna get robbed too. People gonna be robbing fire trucks and tanks and police cars and all that. You know? Anarchy, man. That's why they holding their grounds with, you know, the military setup. Because because they know it's coming. And they want all boundaries, all bases. That's why they get the divided. A lot of people out here dividing their homes, weakening their people, like I said. You know? And then we're considered the radicals. Like we're considered the troublemakers. Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. And it reads, the burden of Egypt.
Yeah, that's what we're in, spiritual Egypt. Go ahead. And the Egypt burdened us, you know, it said Egypt made us work harder and rigor. But this about to be burdened upon them. Upon the whole Egypt. Go ahead. This Egypt. Go ahead.
Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
Yeah. That cloud is chariot. Go ahead.
And shall come into Egypt.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
And it's already happened spiritually through us, because we're the body of Yahweh Shai. And that spirit of deities is being removed through this word. But it's really going to happen when all this chaos happens and Most High destroy this place. And then set it on fire. You know? What did it say? Nero watched Rome burn. But he going to burn, you know? And Trump might try to escape, you know what I'm saying? He might try to be somewhere else besides America. That might be a clone or a robot of Trump in the near times coming. You know, they got underground cities and shit. They got exit, what do you call it? Quick exit places that they go in case they do shoot something. They can shoot something through a tube, or they might leave his ass open. Who knows?
And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
It's the same thing happening, man. Back time with Nebuchadnezzar. You know, these are some like leaders. You know, happening the same way. This is modern day Babylon because it's confusion. You know, they got bestiality. They got robot, and you can't tell if it's a robot. You can't tell if it's a woman or a man. You know, can't tell if it's AI or not.
Verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Yeah, that's what Most High is doing. It's Russia against America. But and within this Egypt, small Egypt, because America's that little horn, this is a little place compared to a worldwide basis. They got a billion people over there in China.
Yep.
America only got 300 million.
And
so this is a little place. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like you were saying, Indonesia they just joined the BRICS, so that makes the BRICS at least 60% of the population that's now joined together to come against this place, man. Mm-hmm. So this is a small, you know, they do the most output of all the resources in the earth now, man. They finna come against this place.
Yeah. You got the other little countries, you know, against this place. Nobody really likes America.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So Most High said the Egyptians he gonna set this place is divided too, right? In this place. You know? So what did it say about house divided against you know, it shall not stand. So the Egyptians are gonna fall. The modern day Egyptians, which is America, these Edomites, they gonna fall. Go ahead. And you got, like we said, we always say it might seem simple, but it's on the back of the dollar bill, the pyramid. Egyptian pyramid. Now, they don't know. America practices high Egyptology here. That's why a lot of our people are Egyptology. To this day. A lot of our women are into Egyptology. Because America's Egypt all over again. That's Rome all over again. They have Roman practice over here. All them videos, they show you those Roman statues in the back. Beyonce's videos and Rihanna's videos. They got the naked, so-called, you know, statues and deity, so to speak, in their videos. And they practice Egyptology in their videos. You know? So this is where we are now in modern day Egypt. But Most High is dividing that for us. Because they going to fall, we going to rise. Go ahead.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother.
Everyone against his brother, man. And it's that movie Leave Your World Behind. Remember, he was his friend and shit. He was like, I can't let you in. Yup. Brother against brother, go ahead.
And everyone against his neighbor.
Everyone against his neighbor. So that, hey, the Buckmans and the Johnsons and the Smith, they all gonna be fighting against each other. You know that hi when you first come out, hi, Johnson, and you look to the left, look right, hey everybody, like that Don't Worry Darling, that's how it came out. You know?
They all wave by to their husbands.
Pulled
and
out
they
at the same time, routine, go to work, come back home. Yeah, so nice to see. But inside they was like, oh fuck, something's going on.
Yep.
And then they was doing that. We ain't gonna give it away. It's a pretty good movie, but they was doing that sea hip stuff.
Yep, that witchcraft.
Yeah.
So everyone shall fight against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. City against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
They're gonna plan martial law and control these matters, control put everybody into place, you know, into this new world order. But what the Most High say, he's gonna disappoint their devices so they can complete their enterprise. So that's gonna backfire on them, you know. They're not gonna be able to complete it, but they're gonna get close enough. Where you should be concerned. Establish yourself. Be circumspect of yourself. And just like we said, pretty soon there ain't gonna be too many cops out, or they'll just be standing by. But they just gonna be sending them drones out, because them drones are gonna be able to shoot niggas too.
And through all that coming, Jake, a lot of people are gonna be turning on each other. So that's the number one thing that we try to show, as GMS, that we are here to look out for our brothers, and you still gotta have that that stoic mindset of letting stuff go. Because a lot of trespasses are coming our way, but we gotta know that's all come from Yahweh Shem. I was trying to test us to see if our faith is gonna move, and just like Ak was saying the other day, about how the apostles, Apostle Kabar was going into that about when you're angry, you don't want to make no decisions, man, because you're gonna make a rash decision. It's gonna put you in a worse situation that we already gonna come into. So the best thing is to keep your mind steady, brothers, and also have that forgiving spirit as well. You don't let go. You don't let go of that anger, man. The Lord ain't gonna take his wrath off you. So that's the part that we in right now. But as soon as we get the powers, we get the powers, man. I was out there at 19-2. We were talking about Egypt was well in the midst thereof. You want to read it? Gone. We're talking about neighbor city against city. Yep. You able to read it? This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 26, and it reads, and this is Yahushua speaking, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then shall his kingdom stand?
So that's what Most High is doing with them. He's dividing them, and their kingdom is not going to be able to stand. Because Christians, if Satan's underground, how does he have a kingdom? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
where is he?
Yeah. And if it says he'll cast some of you into prison, he's got to own prisons. And who owns all the prisons?
Yeah.
He saw even so-called white men.
Yeah.
He owns all the prisons.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it's not a spiritual demon. Like,
physical
yeah.
counterpart.
Yeah.
Satan's a spiritual demon, but the ones who are doing it are the Edomites, the Luciferians. They're actually the seed line of Satan. That's the spirit in them, man.
Yeah.
And they're really out here locking Jake up.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because it says the devil have a short time, full of wrath, see who can easily devour you. So you don't tell me it's a spiritual demon that's going around hurting. No, they actually exercising that through these people, through Edom. Going back to Isaiah 19.
Yeah, back to 19. Come. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3, and it reads, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof."
Shall fail in the midst of it. Because it's like, go to spiritual Egypt and Sodom right quick. Yeah.
Revelation 11:8. Yeah, kind of like
Since the Christians want to get spiritual, well, let's talk about spiritual stuff right here.
All right, this is Revelation, verse 11. Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city."
People that have no knowledge, wisdom, understanding, most high didn't put the breath of life in their dead. It talks about, a man going out the way of understanding and remain in congregation of dead. It talks about the dry bones in Ezekiel. Go ahead.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So we're dealing with spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. Go back to the scripture. So this is America right here, man. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof."
Yeah, this is spiritual Egypt right here. So the spirit of the place gonna fall in the midst of all that BS, all that AI, all that technology, that witchcraft. It's gonna be swallowed up. Look at the schools. They don't even learn no more. They getting taught by drag queens and all that, man.
Yeah.
They getting caught. I thought school was supposed to, take a class in 4 years, and you get your degree, and you move up, and you progress, and people love you and all that. But now you got teachers taking advantage of the children, sodomites and drag queens teaching your children, man. The hell is that? Go ahead.
"And I will destroy the counsel thereof."
Why ain't them cops busting in the door and take care of that shit? Why ain't they going live and say this ain't right? We busting in school. Because they for this shit, man. They for Sodom. They for, just like they were in Rome, they was for that demon shit, man. That faggot ass shit. They was for it, man. All them motherfuckers, Vespasian, Titus, Julius, and all them, they was freaks. Alexander and shit. That's why they got all them naked babies and shit. Y'all ain't said nothing about their asses. They little kids on statues of little kids naked and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That movie we just watched with the fountain and shit, and then the water come out of the rod or whatever.
Oh. Yeah,
They little statues that they be having.
Yeah.
It'd
be like a fountain. They got like
nobody ain't said shit about that. Or Santa Claus in the fucking malls and your kid sitting on his lap and shit, stranger's lap.
Yeah, man.
You don't know who that dude is, and it's different. Ain't even one Santa Claus. It's different men dressing up as, and that's a perfect disguise, man.
Yeah, and like how you gotta have an old man like that, just idolized in Egypt, man. Like that's how you know it's real idol worship. But you be that old, your ass put on a damn Santa suit. You know your ass is heavily under some spells.
Yeah.
Heavily under some wickedness.
Yeah, it's freaks and geeks, man.
Yep.
In this fucking place, man. Go ahead.
And they shall seek to the idols.
They shall seek to the idols like they do today. What are our women doing right now? They seeking voodooism as a source of power because America's losing power. They're losing power through America. You know, their platforms and shit like that. So they be like, shit, let me put a spell on this nigga. See if he could do right. Because our people, the men are waking up. They leave this place.
A lot of spells is in that food too. They know if they mix certain elements together, it fuck Jake head up, man. You know. But I think I skipped over did I say they destroyed the council thereof? Okay. So going back, and I will destroy the council thereof.
Because they do take counsel, man. We're gonna say, get that scripture right quick. Save me from the counsel of the wicked.
Yeah.
They do take counsel.
Yep.
And it says where no counsel is, the people fail, man.
Yep.
So, but that's why they still holding together, because Most High is having them to have counsel. He's having these, it's like the evil demons, evil angels go, you know, in their minds that hold counsel amongst each other, in their summits, in their congregation. You know, what they talk about, what they're gonna do to us. That's counsel. Go, you got it? Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
What did it say on what did it say on verse 1?
It says to the chief musician, a psalm of David.
Go ahead.
Hear my voice.
Hear my voice. Go ahead.
O power.
Oh, power. Go ahead.
In my prayer.
In my prayer. That's what we in. We in prayer. We hope Most High hear our voice. Cause go ahead.
Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy.
Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy, man. Who's the enemy? These so-called white people, man. This world is our enemy. You know? Most High said friendship with the world is enmity with him, man. Go ahead.
It says here, that's like hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So they have a counsel. Their counsel is what they're going to do against us. And they blueprint for their new world order. Congress, they summit, they Congress, they congressional meetings and all that. The Bohemian Grove, and all these other secret chamber places that they do, you know, their bidding or whatever. Think of these, you know. Go ahead.
From the insurrection.
The insurrection. Go ahead.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Of the workers of iniquity, man. Because what did it say? What did it say about our people? We fallen by our, O Israel, return back into me, you fallen by your iniquity. Because this place makes us do, our people do crazy shit. You know? Like I said, if you was in front of nothing, you could have evil thoughts, but you couldn't commit nothing unless you did it upon yourself. But ain't nobody around. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't murder nobody. You couldn't, you know? It's just you. And sometimes you gotta look at life like that, like, what you gonna do about stuff that's going on, man? Put some stuff on you. Examine yourself. Go ahead. But yeah, this place, what did it say about the heathen? They seduces my people. You know? Go ahead. So it's witchcraft going on, psychological methods of witchcraft going on heavy in this place. Philosophical methods of destroying us in this place, man. And you can't see it because they cover it up. I mean, they disguise it and shit. You know, like they see that movie. It really says obey. It really says, you know, I am the devil. It really says, you know, we see it in the spirit for what it is, man. This ain't no great place just because it's a sunny day in the summertime and shit. Or just because you got a nice woman in the wintertime and shit. Nah, it's what's gonna happen behind the curtain like some Wizard of Oz shit. Go ahead. What did it say?
It said, he wet that tongue like a sword.
Yeah.
Keep going. I All right, this is Psalm 64, verse 3. Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Because they be speaking mighty things and they have them into play. They be speaking things against us. Like Apostle the Elder say, they're going to start really directly talking to the Israelites, man. You know? Like you men on the corner that, you know, that talk somewhat of terrorism.
They already do that a little bit now. Like that one guy last week, he was driving by and was calling us demons. And they said the same thing about Yahushua and John the Baptist.
Yep.
So, you know, whatever.
Demonizing, our character.
Yep.
You know?
They call Paul a ringleader. Like he's in a gang or something.
Yep. And you ain't got nothing to say about damn Bloods and Crips.
Yeah.
And Hoovers and all these other gangs out here, but we the ones who, you know, is terrorists to society or something.
Yeah.
We just teaching the Bible.
Yeah. We just prophesying what's going to come. If you don't believe in prophecy, then you shouldn't be having worried about it, man.
You know, if you don't believe in prophecy, obviously nothing we doing shouldn't be mad at it. Because that's all we do is prophesy.
Go ahead.
So who wet their tongue like a sword
Like a sword, go ahead.
and bend their bows
Yep.
to shoot their arrows.
Shoot their arrows at the, go ahead.
Even bitter words.
Even bitter words, man. Because what did it say? He speaks swelling words. You know? It said his words are smoother than butter, but yet drawing sword, it's smoother than butter. The war was in his heart. Softer than oil, but yet with drawn swords, man. You know? And those are those draconian laws. Those are those, that platform for them to speak against the men of the Lord. They're going to start making that the capital of their speeches.
And the Lord gonna destroy that spirit out of Egypt, out of Babylon the Great.
Yep.
He's gonna destroy that spirit, man.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be no more rising up about nothing.
Yeah.
When the Most High establish His kingdom, the righteous men, ain't gonna be no, you gonna be able to protest and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because that protesting is bullshit too. That's all set up, man. It's all organized and shit. Nobody ever gets too radical and shit. You know, they might clash with the cops and then it's like all of a sudden disappears. Like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
They actors, man. A lot of them are actors. Provocateurs, whatever. Go ahead.
That they, verse 4 said, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
At the perfect, man. That's the Israelites. The saints. That's what they do, to shoot at the perfect, man. Yep. And the Most High, we're the Most High's, you know how they call it, tranquilitas or something like that.
Yeah.
Tranquilitas,
That's how you say that.
you know.
Tranquilitas, something like that. Yeah, I think you said it right.
We're the Most High's, you know, puppets, man.
Let's go to the word.
Go ahead.
You know, you gotta.
Yeah, we can go into it. It says, with tranquility.
It's like tranquilitas or something. It's just put doll after it. Good plot work.
Yeah, tranquilitas, ventriloquist. Yeah, okay.
It's banned something. Ventriloquist or something. Just had it.
Yeah, that would be considered to be, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure, man. Whatever pops up, they put doll after it.
That's what I did. It said Tran and then QU.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what this started with. fun right now.
Yeah, I put in tranquilitis, but it just goes back to tranquility.
Tranquillicus, Tranquillicus died. Anyway, it was no one I didn't find it. Tranquillicus, something like that.
And Trent.
Yeah.
Ventriloquist?
Yeah.
This right here.
See, he's saying tranquilitis.
Yeah. That's why I said it might be. That's why I said that it might be Van. I don't know.
Yeah, a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist.
Yeah. Is a performer who uses their voice to make it seem like a dummy or puppet is speaking. Yeah, that. Yeah.
We're fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, so.
See, I was putting the T, so they was like, we don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I said Van or some trans of Van. I don't know.
Close.
Yeah.
All good.
But that's what we are. We had y'all on the Most High's platform on left, and he's talking to us.
That's why that movie, The Godfather, was such a a great like an American classic.
Yeah.
Because it shows the mannequin.
Yeah.
That's how the Lord is with the prophets.
Yeah. And with everybody else.
Yeah, and with everybody else. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Going back to that Isaiah 19:3.
So, because that is the secrets of the elites ever get out. I'm pretty sure they didn't want that to be known. But the Most High made it known.
Yeah, he said he was going to uncover her skirt.
Yep.
He's going to show the wickedness of Babylon, what they really be doing here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Verse 3, going back, it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers."
See, that's what they own that right now, man. They know America's falling, man. That's why Trump made that statement, "Make America great again."
Yep,
because it ain't great.
Yep, and they got they so-called MAGA prophets talking about the Lord's giving America a second chance. No, he ain't.
Nah.
He ain't never had a first chance.
Your destruction was preordained.
Yeah, like
they say that. Well, it's it. They brag about manifest destiny, which is they think it was justified for them coming over here and slaughtering the children of Israel, our brothers. Mm-hmm. So our Most High is going to make manifest destiny on His side, and that's going to be justifiable. Because what did it say? The just live by faith. Oh, it says you will be justified among, justified by your sayings, by what the Most High put in our mouth to speak. We're going to be justified by that. Because the Most High is a fair power, man. He gave Esau America. This is their great paradise. They had a good time ruling, man. It was fun while it lasted. Their glory days was the 1950s. Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. The weekend's here. Having fun, all that.
Yeah.
Every day was a happy day. Well, not for Jake, though. Jake didn't have clothes to wear to school. He didn't have no money. He didn't have a nice car for them women and shit. Fuck them women, but I'm just saying, that was Jake's thing in high school. Dress fresh and get a woman and shit. Now we passed that. It's about prophecies now. It's about the end of the world now. It's about what they're doing and about what they're about to do. Our people, us warning our people. That's what it's about. That's what life is really about. And us getting out of here safely, saved by the Lord Most High will. That's what it was all about. But we had to grow up in that school system to learn that, hey, it is a form of discipline. It is a form of process and waiting and having patience and shit. And passing tests. We got to pass this test. Go ahead.
And to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits.
Yep, because look, when you deal with them charmers and familiar spirits, they can get you, man. They very deceitful, man. Where did the lion spirit come from the most? He said, shall I go down as a lion spirit? So the Most High is dealing with on the left hand side with them, you know. So don't think they're not highly intelligent, you know, highly what's the word, manipulative, you know. Like we said, that AI shit, nobody can tell the real from the fake no more. They can't tell if this person is, you know, alive or dead. You know, you pretty soon you're gonna walk outside. Damn, is that a real tree or not? You know, like, I don't want to live in a world like that. They're giving men, you know, surgery's supposed to be expensive, but somehow all these men that want to be like women and shit, they get muscle relaxers and surgery done to them. How they affording all that shit? Well, there's some rights for them, rights for sodomites. There's you know, different programs for them. Trump is for the alphabet community. He's for sodomy. You know? Go ahead, your alarm is going on. Go ahead.
It just
and they did that. What did you read that? Isaiah. Yeah, and they, you know, this is what they did in Babylon back then, and they doing it in Babylon. What about Moses? Pharaoh brought his soothsayers, his astrologers out, and his magicians out and shit. You know? So now that we're talking about spiritual power, we're talking about this book and it's coming to life, it's speaking. Now they coming out with their magic against this.
They're trying to bring out their vocab balloons. They're trying to bring out their shamans.
Yep.
Trying to bring out all whatever they can.
Yep.
To show that, you know.
Bad catchers.
Yeah. Trying to show that, you know, there is, there is to show that they really are, you know, scared about what's being said. Well, they wouldn't say nothing. Ain't none of these Christians ever went to no damn, you know, Roman Empire, Greek Empire. They didn't go into no prophecies like that, man. Yeah. Now they starting to do it now because they know. It says, and to the wizards.
And to the wizards, man. You know? What it talks about in that, the Wizard of Oz and shit, that shit is right here in America, man. And what our people want to do, they want to come to America whenever it's over there. But now, they finding out how America is, they want to stay over there. They don't want to come to America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They be like, shit, the hell with that, you know. But they still going to exercise that this is a great place to be. This is a great, you know, we're moving ahead. They always say that. We're doing better. We're going to get this, you know, and black people, while they doing the immigration thing, black people like thinking they can't get more jobs and shit. You're wrong, man. You know, they be like, these Mexicans, they be thinking like the so-called white Mexicans are taking jobs. A lot of these niggas don't want to do that kind of work that the Mexicans that do. Roofing and line, what do you call it, tower, changing the tower lights and all that. These high-rise buildings, you know Jacobs, he's scared of heights like America. You know?
God.
But Issachar do that shit. He's Most High gave him the gift of consolation. He's up there with the stars. He don't mind being up there. Just make a little. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 47, verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments.
Stand with your enchantments. Go be. Is that what does 11 say?
Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee.
What does 1 say? What?
Follow the one.
What is that?
All it says, the men from Babylon shall come.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Number 1, and then go ahead.
We'll jump back down to that. It says, Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Oh, that's America. Oh, daughter of virgin of Babylon. Nobody's ever penetrated this with missiles and shit. And once she was a very marriageable aged woman. She was high heel, that we talked about it back in the 70s or 80s, whatever. That a beautiful woman was considered a woman with blonde hair and a red dress and high heels, red high heels and shit. That used to be America. They used that in the Matrix. And everybody like, ooh, who was that? But now she's an old, decrepit, got lice in her crotch and shit and wrinkles and shit. But now she's using AI to make herself still look pretty and shit. Lying to the masses. Go ahead.
Sit on the ground.
Because what it say? The Most High is going to discover her and lift up her skirt. Go ahead. Sit in the dust. Sit on the ground. Like sit in confusion. Sit down in a low place. Go ahead.
There is no throne.
There's no throne for y'all, man.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
The daughter of the Chaldeans. This is America. Daughter of Chaldeans. They use very high witchcraft and magic. Time in the Chaldeans, the last uphold of Babylon. Man. That got taken down without a fight, pretty much. Go ahead.
But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, tender is when you're young, you're youthful, you're exciting. You know how when you're young, you get up, you got energy. Like, damn, these kids. This all call it
ADHD. ADHD.
But yeah, that's how kids are. They just feel free. They feel full of energy and shit. That's how America used to be. Everybody like, shit, I don't go nowhere. Kids don't even play no more and shit. And back then, somebody, hey, I got a pool. Oh, let's go. Now they like, oh,
yeah,
that's too much work and shit. They all on the video games. Children are getting fat and shit. Like, you wasn't no such thing as fat kid. Back then, every now and then you see a fat chubby girl or something or a kid. But usually because they've been running around all day having fun. But it's fun is ran out of America now. They're no longer tender and delicate and shit. Go ahead.
Take the millstone, the grind mill.
Yep. Go ahead.
Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers.
So that's what is being of Babylon, being exposed. That skirt being lifted.
It's heavy because, like you said, pass over the rivers. Because it's like it unto a woman, right? When a woman, if she got on a dress and she passed over some water, she walked over some water, what you gonna see? Her reflection of her, her body. So that's the secret part that you can see her in the river. The waters represents the truth, the knowledge. Exposing it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The third verse. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Most High is not. Yahweh Shai is not going to meet them as a man, but in angelic powerful force.
As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh.
Wait, because in the old Babylon where they met with an angelic being.
Old Egypt was never melted. It wasn't melted with any kind of nuclear destruction. It said Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. That's how we know this is talking about here.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, As for our Redeemer, the Lord, Yahweh Bashimau Shah of hosts is his name. The Holy One of Israel.
The Holy One of Israel, man. Yahweh. And his son Yahweh Shai, man. And the angels. The order of the heavens. Go ahead.
Sit thou silent
Go ahead.
and get thee into darkness.
Get thee into darkness. And that's what they were. With the dark ages. You know. I'm not saying it's particularly talking about that, but when they were in the dark ages, they sat down, they was quiet and confused. They didn't, we had them in subjection, man, pretty much. They dissipated, they dissolved in the caves, What did it say? Satan was in chains for 1,000 years and then be loose for a season. When he came out of the cage and rose up to the Renaissance era, the rebirth. They started deceiving again. Rebirth means Renaissance means rebirth means to do it, basically to cover stuff up, hide stuff, destroy stuff, and rebuild, try to rebuild over it.
Rebirth. So rebirth to the so-called white man. That's what the book of Micah, the first chapter, was talking about. They said they were in Proverbs, and they was going to come back and rebuild the desolate places.
Yep. And that's spiritual because they trying to do a rebirth, like they trying to get their birthright again. Like, let's do a rebirth, like our way. Because they sold their birthright. So they're like, we're going to rebirth it.
When you look up that word birthright, it says inheritance to the firstborn son.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at Genesis, the Lord called Israel his firstborn son, even though he was born second.
Yep.
The Lord chooses who's the firstborn son.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's Israel.
Mm-hmm. Right. Go ahead.
Isaiah 40:75 again. Sit down silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Yep.
For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Lady of Kingdoms. They even got that Statue of Liberty and shit. The Lady of Kingdoms, like, everybody wants to come to this place. They used to. What's over here, when they get over here, harlotry, great hoardism. You got the big porn industry over here, man. You got rights for bestiality and sodomy and shit. And adultery and all that shit. You got the women that come over here for rights of freedom end up being sluts. I wanna freedom to have many men too, like the men have many women. Or I wanna have it to where I could divorce this dude at any time. I don't care if he's still alive or not. I want to divorce him. So she could be a harlot and sleep with other people. They got orgies and threesomes all over this place. Go ahead.
I was brought with my people.
Yep. I was wroth with my people. Go ahead.
I have polluted my inheritance
Go ahead.
and given them into thine hand.
Yeah. And that's where our people are, in the hands of modern day Egypt, man. But basically right back here again, you know what I'm saying, in a spiritual way, Because we serve Egypt with mortar and brick and mortar over there, And they were doing it all over again, but this is the last time, man. Because this is spiritual. Now, like we said, spiritual stuff is going to start happening, man. Angelic stuff is going to start happening. The AI is a sorcery of angelicness on their side, on the left hand side. It's like magic. You can they got people, they recreating people and shit. They taking your voice and making a movie out of it and shit.
Yep. A lot of them are really taking a lot of our voices and trying to recreate them. make it sound like we said some stuff we didn't say. Man. You know, that's what it's going. You know, everybody going. You know, they gonna hate us for His name's sake, because you know they gonna slander us. You know they gonna lie about us. You know they already don't believe us anyway, so you know they gonna. You know, that wrath is gonna come down heavy, but the Lord is gonna lift up the standard though. Man. He's gonna destroy that spirit, man.
Just
that
like
spirit
he did
that hate the prophets.
and with Moses. He said, I'm gonna send you as a god to Pharaoh. And his two servants swallowed up Pharaoh's servant. So the Most High gave Moses power to fight against Pharaoh. You know? But the Most High continued to harden Pharaoh's heart, like he's doing in America. Even when we get some men get spiritual power, America's still gonna be proudful and shit. You know? They still gonna try to fight against us. We could disappear, they still gonna be like shooting us a million times. The bullets come out like, we gotta get him. Like, this is an entity that just disappeared in front of you. Like they be trying to fight Superman in movies. How you gonna try to fight Superman? I can see if it's another villain, but regular people try to fight Superman. You know? Yeah, that's why they got the cyborg robots and shit. The robot dogs. They got you know, they want to control people and use them as a, you know, as a fighting, because a lot of people ain't gonna want to fight for America no more. So they want to just, look, we got to put something in them to control them and shit. Make them fight. You know, they had that in fucking Kingsman, man. You know? They want people they want contributors, they want servants, like the Most High have servants. Go ahead. They want to be like the Most High. Like everybody wants to be like Mike, they want to be like the Most High.
Yep.
No? Go ahead.
Thou didst show them no mercy.
Oh, and they want to be like us too. Because we Most High's people. We special. They wonder, damn, how did they do? Even with the prophecy, they be like, they beat us again. They found out the secrets of the Bible that we didn't know about. Now we gotta follow their coattails and shit. You know? That's why vocab is so inconsistent with what GMS says in his own, you know, so-called GMS nuts all the time. He skipped all that. Theology school didn't teach him that. Like, where they getting this from? But it's in there. It's in the Bible. History is in the Bible. They try to, they thought about Adam and Eve. They thought it was a real snake in the garden. That's elementary. You know? To think that way. That's why the apostles always go back to the basics, man. Back to the basics. Go ahead.
Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
That was it on that. So this is the daughter of the Chaldeans. You know, this is the daughter of Egypt, daughter of Babylon. This is a modern day Syria, modern day Nineveh, modern day, you know, Sodom. You know? And the Most High can destroy in one stroke. Power of one stroke with judgment. You know? What was that number you just read? Okay. Oh yeah, 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits. And then they even seeking to us, because we charm too, but we charm on the right hand side. And they don't want to, you know, because we get basically to the point like America want to destroy it. But they want to hear something else.
Yep. And that's why a lot of them that do seek us, they end up turning away.
Yep.
They're going back into the world, man.
Yep.
'Cause they don't want to hear that they precious America is going to get destroyed with fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What do they say? Prophesy deceits, speaking to the lies. I want to hear America's going to be all right. I want to hear that we got another chance. I want to hear that God is for this place. God was never for America. Set up America, but he was never for America. You know? It says, and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, you know? Because what would they call us? But we're not wizards, you know? Look up what a wizard is right quick.
A wizard, a man who has magical powers, especially in legends and fairy tales.
And legends and fairy tales, you know? And they now trying to talk the Bible as a fairy tale. Look it up in the blue letter. They trying to say, and we always tell you that this is a movie, and it is a movie. It's a real movie.
And for them to like get fired and put it in the canister, man, intercontinental ballistic missile, that's wizardry.
Mm-hmm.
Like ain't nobody that they say they supposedly come out of the caves, right? How you gonna come from that to making a nuclear capable missile, man, without powers, man? And the Lord did give them powers on the left hand side.
Like you said, they had back then. They had fire worshippers, and they fuck with this shit before they put it out.
Yeah,
you know?
They really fuck with it a lot. Tested on a lot of
science.
you know, tested on children and everything. That's why a lot of these missing children go missing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got them movies where it show they be down there and they be torturing the hell out of a whole bunch of people just to see how it's gonna react. Shooting all types of drugs in them. That shit really be happening, man. People don't understand, man. It's really that bad.
Oh, the pharmaceuticals, you know what I'm saying? They got chemicals in those pills that do shit to you.
You know, and you want to say that, you know, saying that this is not medical information. Okay, we are not doctors.
And see,
as they always try to take Jake damn video down. As soon as we say they put some drugs in some shit.
And see, this is real news because Edom, he just wants to have fun. His faggot ass just wants to have fun in this place. Like, you know, surfers and mountain climbers and rockers, you know, trying to rock out, dude, sex, rock and roll and shit. So when you tell them some logic and shit, then they want to get all goofy and shit. Well, the Most High gonna destroy your ass for that. Cause y'all going down, man. You know? Yeah, Most High said, in the scriptures it says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things, man. But Esau is a grown-ass man still acting like a child, man. And disregarding what's really going on in this world. Disregarding the prophets that speak about real shit in this world. When we say a movie, it's a real-ass movie. It ain't no shit that Esau be showing all damn day. That's based on reality shit. You know, I even told my mom, like, why don't you like movies? She said it's not real. I said it's based on real stuff. All that stuff is really happening.
Yeah, it's all types of movies that show you all types of sacrifices they done done, future plans that they have.
Wicked elites. The eating of people and shit,
cannibalism, you know, all that, man. That stuff. Yeah, man.
The acid rain or them basically a barium that falls from the sky and all that.
And you know, it makes sense why they make a lot of movies because all they think about is the glory of the old days that they had. Because they power ain't here no more. So that's the only way they can reminisce. They'll make a feature film of how powerful they used to be.
Yeah, like we mentioned the movie Back to the Future. That's based on real events.
Real events.
You gotta see through it, though.
Yep.
It's based on the Twin Towers.
Yep.
You know? And a lot of other things. So,
yeah, man.
You know, that's what they do. You think they're not gonna, if they have power to do that, you think they're not gonna put it in movies and shit?
Yeah.
They're gonna put it everywhere, man.
Because that's the one thing they do. They love to mock. They love to make things a mockery. So that whole thing with that, all that, they're like, oh, we remember September 11th. They made that movie just to show you that they were mocking you the whole time. You know?
Go ahead. It says, and they shall seek the idols and the charmers into them that have familiar spirits, into the wizards, and the Egyptians will I give over into a hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. And that's what's going to happen in this very Egypt right here. And Trump is pretty much going to be the man that do it. He's going to become a cruel Lord over these people. You know? Just like Nebuchadnezzar went during the time, he said, hey, if y'all don't bow down to these images, you know, look at the Jake acting like a fucking woman and shit. That's how we think. And they want to lash at you like a damn baby. Those are the type of dudes that's going into the concentration camps. Private prisons. And Esau ain't gonna have no mercy. You know? Esau ain't gonna have cruel Lord. He's gonna like, oh, put them niggas in concentration. And those illegal immigrants, they martial law in there, they asses. Them illegal immigrants. And a lot of them came over here hating Jake. You know, a lot of them forgot about their own people that was suffering in Mexico. So look what's happening to them. A lot of them rightfully deserved what's coming, man. I used to know this Mexican female. She used to work with me. I was like, you don't care about your people in Mexico? Nah, I forget them. I don't care. You know, I'm over here and I feel good about being over here. Like, damn. You know? We care about our people all across there, and that's why we speak about it on their behalf, so to speak. You know? Like it's hopeful effect all across the world, man. All in you know, some closer to the Netherlands, you know, among Iraq and Iranians and all that, all our people. Mm-hmm. You know? We speak, so to speak, in the behalf of them, man. They don't be like, nah, fuck them. If they sincere about coming back to the Most High, we hope that they make it, man. Especially the brothers that's doing it, you know, on the highways and byways, of course. That comes without, you know. Go ahead, without saying, go ahead. Oh, yeah, so, yep,
I got something, man.
And it says that the water shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up. They shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of the pit shall be empty and dried up, and the flags shall wither. You know what I'm saying? Like they always had that American, you know, they had that on the Olympic has fallen. They had the American flag shredded up, burnt like it, you know what I'm saying? But this place is going to be shot with nukes in it, and it's going to dry up the land over here. You know? This place is going to be literally smoked out, man. You know? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 5, and it reads, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea.
And that goes along with his ministers too, because he said, I'll make my ministers as a flaming sword, so to speak. Ministers as flame fire, something like that. But it's talking about them chariots, but it's talking about the missiles too. It's like the Most High, he's the Lord of hosts. This is an army set up. You know, go ahead.
Which have appointed my land unto their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Verse 6, prophesied therefore concerning the land of Israel, And say unto the mountains and to the hills,
The governments and the cities and the people. Go ahead.
to the rivers and to the valleys.
Yeah.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai,
Yeah.
behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the heathen, or borne the shame of the heathen. Verse 7, therefore thus...
You took on the shame of the heathen. They supposed to be doing that stuff. That's a shame that come upon us now. We bearing their shame. Now they looking at us like, damn, they acting like us. They acting like us. And you know how Jake do it better than the heathens. I thought we did it this way. They doing it better than we are. Of our own heathenistic ways and shit. Jake celebrate Christmas more than the motherfuckers that made Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like they celebrate Christmas more than America loves Christmas and shit. You tell your people that you don't celebrate Christmas. Oh, you the devil and all that. I don't know what has gotten in you. You don't celebrate. It's her birthday. You should tell her happy birthday. Call her and say happy birthday. Call your cousin, your brother and sister, call and tell them happy birthday. They almost disown you, man. And that goes back to witchcraft. That goes back to Babylonian customs, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai,
Because the Lord said it.
I have lifted up mine hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame.
They're going to bear their shame. Because the Most High going to destroy them anyway, and then we're going to be looking like, oh, man. We're glad we your children, Most High.
Yeah, that's part of the Lord destroying that spirit, man.
Yep.
They're going to bear their shame. They're going to know that they believed in a nation that was always bred just to be destroyed.
Yep.
Jake don't want to repent of this place, man.
What did it say? He's going to take us from among the heathen. He said he gathered the heathen for their destruction. Get that right quick. He has his intentions is to gather the heathen to destroy them. I bet the Christians didn't never talk about that in church. About the heathens being destroyed.
Yeah, Zephaniah 3:8. Go ahead. You got it right there? Zephaniah 3:8? Yeah, you can go ahead and get it.
It's Zephaniah 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations.
So we waiting on the Most High to rise up to the prey. Because we can't do it. We can't rise against Esau. He got military might. He got stuff set up way beyond what we're able to do right now in the physical form. Go ahead.
For my determination.
His determination. Go ahead.
Is to gather the nations.
To gather the nations. Why is he gathering the nations? Go ahead.
That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation.
Pour upon him his indignation. But what is he going to first do? Grab the elect from among the nations. He said he's going to do that before he destroys their asses. Go ahead. But this is the main core, because there's many nations here too. It ain't only so-called Edomites here. I mean, it ain't only Edomites here, so-called white people here. It's Chinese here. It's Elam, East Indians here. Shit, we see them all the time over here. You know. Go ahead.
To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger.
And what is that? Righteous indignation. And what did it say?
Even all my fierce anger.
All his fierce anger, man. And what does the Most High say? He's angry with the wicked every day, man. You know? And what did he say about, he don't care about these nations. And these nations, they don't care about Israel. We think it's an African over there talking about what can we do for the Negroes in America to get them out of their problems. I think he can. What is that? DEI shit. You think they, you know what I'm saying? Civil rights shit. All that shit is bullshit. You know? How you gonna be in 2025 digital age? You still fighting for civil rights and shit. You still trying to vote and shit on some slave type of reform or something like that. In 2025, this is a digital age, man.
All the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yeah, all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of his jealousy. That's why this place is going to be set on fire with missiles and with chariots blasting this place. No? And that's that. So why is the Most High angry and jealous? Because first of all, he's a jealous power. He got his people over here doing some bullshit against his ways and his laws. You know, you got his woman. It's like a man kidnapped your woman and shit. He's doing all kind of freaky shit to her and shit. It's gonna make you jealous as hell, man. It's gonna make you fierce as hell. You're gonna go up there, bust down the door, and set that shit ablaze like America's going to. He's gonna open the door of America and through some nukes coming over here. Why he's shooting them down with the chariots? Why the chariots are shooting them down? It's gonna make this stuff extra bubbly, hot, lava, exceedingly lava hot. Go ahead.
This is Nahum, first chapter, verse 2. It says, the Most High is jealous, and Yahweh revenging.
What did it say? Jealousy is the rage of a man. But the Most High, when he sent his son, he said he's gonna not meet him as a man. So imagine that jealousy. You know? We don't see friendly, Most High don't see friendly smiles in America. He just see this heart. You know? Y'all are sentimental and like, I got children, I'm building and I just bought and knew this and I wanna live to be old in this place. Most High said this is the hardest. She gotta go. You know? I don't care how happy you are in this place, man. That's who this place is.
That's the one thing, man. This place is trying to make Jake comfortable, man, because you know they have really no idea how even so-called white man gonna come down, man. Yeah, he gonna come down hard, man. He gonna come down hard on Jake, man. So whatever you dealing with right now, it ain't nothing compared to what we need to be prepared for, you know.
Look at some of them ways that they were doing, and then they got 1,000 ways to die or something like that. You know, they got digital chambers and shit. They got juice, what do you call it, like poisonous juice contained into these labs. A lot of times you gotta wear a whole fucking suit to go into some of those labs.
Yeah, but you still gotta be courageous, Jake. Even though all that's coming, even the time Yahushua was scared. That's why he was hiding in the building, when they was coming to go get him, man. So, but he still kept his integrity, man. That's gotta be us too. It's gonna be some times where shit looking scary, man. We gotta hold it down, That's what's coming. There ain't no way out of Jacob's trouble, man.
I would think to use another word. Scared. Well, like you said, if this comes had passed me, I wouldn't let it have passed.
Yeah, he was like, man, he didn't want to go through that, but he knew that was necessary, just like us. In all reality, if we didn't have to go through Jacob's trouble, we wouldn't. We have to. We got to face it head on, man, because that's the only way that we're going to be, crowned.
Even if we still here in the nukes drop, we hoping that they don't drop on us.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be hit when the news drop, man.
Yup. You know, Jake, it said Isaiah 24:20 that the earth gonna toss to and fro like a drunkard. So ain't nowhere to run, Jake.
Yeah. What did
Lord gonna shake this whole earth up, man.
Yeah, what did that scripture say? Hide me in the grave till thy wrath is past or whatever.
Yup.
You know? Because you can't escape, like we said, what's coming, like, you know? Just like when the flood came, what can you do? Climb a tree, the flood went up above those things. You know? And it was a great flood. So even the magnitude of the water and the force of the water will kill your ass, man. You know? So it wasn't no escape. They all drowned, man. What did Pharaoh's army do? They all drowned in the Red Sea. You know? And they most high sent things on their ass to where they like, shit, we gotta. You know, but it was no. But Most High showed too that he put them on the Egyptians and didn't put it on his own people. You know? So the Egyptians, the modern day Egyptians, they're gonna get the plagues and even ones that's not written in the book, man. Can you imagine that? What could that consist of? What you can tell, you don't know. That's why I said the man fearing for what's coming on earth. They don't know what's coming, how it's coming. You know? When that Ebola scare came out, people were scared as hell. Damn, you got a disease that you bleed from the inside out and shit. Or a flesh-eating disease. You know? You got this one woman, she's on TikTok. She's a Jake woman. She got to explain to everybody why her forehead looked like Frankenstein and shit. Like, you know? Could have been something she ate. I don't know. But we praying those things, we don't get touched by those things, man. That's all it takes sometimes is you eat the wrong thing and shit, something happens to your ass and shit. What did Dwayne Wade found out he just had some kind of cancer?
Yeah, he got cancer. Yeah, opposite. What was it?
Well, I think it's a candy, right?
Yes. Partial.
No? Like, this place is becoming, people are becoming more suffering in this place than feeling good. You know? Go ahead.
This is back in April 1 and 2. Lord vengeance and is furious.
Yep.
Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries,
Yep.
and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Reserving wrath for his enemies, man. You know? And those enemies are the ones that come against his prophets, that come against his word, come against how you know, everything that the Most High set up, established as holy, they against, man. If you read some of them New World Order laws, man, and executive orders, we don't know all of them, but they against the Bible. You know? Like they're not supposed to. We talked about some of those things, bestiality and all that.
Yep.
You know? One thing Trump did say, he said a man would be a man, a woman would be a woman. That's a setup too.
But yeah, and it's still like, you don't have to sign no executive order for that shit. We already knew that. Like, this shouldn't have ever had to happen. Well, we had to go sign an executive order to make everybody like, okay, you're a man or you're a woman. Like,
Yeah.
it's confusing.
Right. A lot of the shit that they work on, they talk about, voting on, is nonsense because it shouldn't even be in the first
Shouldn't
place.
even have to fucking write an executive order about what the Lord already made and shit.
Yeah, just like even with, you know, we don't want to get into women because it says when they have that my body, my choice,
Yeah.
that shouldn't even be talked about because it ain't your body, it ain't your choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you first born, you're under supervision of parents. You can't go nowhere wherever you want to go and shit. Your parents tell you come here, you gotta come here. You ain't your own child and shit. So you grow up and you be handed to the government. And now, what do? You go out, you go to their schools, then you go to their colleges, and then you go to their churches and all that. So you're no longer under the supervision of your family or parents. You're under the supervision of the government. They're called straw men. That's why if you look on your ID, it's all in caps. But that's straw men. You're owned by the government. You know? That's why you got to report to the government. You got to report to the DMV. You got to report to court. You got to report to the school. Yeah, if you miss school, they're going to be like, where your child is? He's not in school. Yeah. You're going to get suspended. And they're going to be like, well, why ain't he at school? Or if you got a job and you ain't been in a job, they're going to be like, well, what were you doing in the 2 years that you didn't have a job? Like, you was just out there. Hey, some Jakes might have been. But then, they all in your fucking business. They want your new address, your phone number, your email, your mail, fucking everything. Like, yeah, that's the police state, man. That's what the police needs. Your ID, your social security. This ain't nothing but a police state all around this place. Jake don't know that. He just think it's an opportunity and shit. Man, it's career and shit. You get up to your career and shit and be a doctor and shit. You do one thing wrong, they gonna take your doctor's degree from you and shit, your doctor's license, whatever. And you can't practice no more. And you're like, I did 8 years to get this shit. What can I do now? Get a fixed income, man. Go ahead. Yep. What was the last scripture? Oh yeah, his fury after vengeance on his adversary. Yep.
Like you said, this scripture, like you said, his fury, because right now, that's showing, like right away, that's been, through these judgments.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you know.
Yeah.
You know, he's furious. You know, oh, look what's going on, man.
Yeah.
And you got judgments, sky, on the what did it say? What is it? Basically, how judgments are, reached to the heavens.
Their sins have reached to the heavens for his judgment.
Okay, yeah. They remembered their sins. Babylon. So, like, shit. You said for the judgment, definitely.
Yeah, what does that say? When he says, oh, Babylon, I will remember your iniquity, I will remember your... Let me drop down, going back to Isaiah 19 and dropping down to 11. It says, surely the princes of Zon are fools, the counsel of the wise counselors, the counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh has become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise and son of ancient kings? Where are they? Where are the wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know that the Lord of hosts has exposed it to Egypt upon Egypt. So it's like almost like, when even in Obadiah says, well, we can get that right there. We can actually read that.
You were trying to ask what we were doing, but the spirit just had me like, we don't care, man. But you can just park over here and walk over here and ask us. We ain't gonna stop what we doing and, try to avert everything towards you. But that's the one thing. You ain't gotta give a lot of these people energy, man. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, they don't deserve our energy, man. They don't care about the Lord. To me, what are we doing? What kind of Jake just stands out in the middle of nowhere every damn week? You You know, there's churches everywhere. You know we teaching the scriptures. Jake don't just stand out here. What you gonna do? We just reading a regular ass book. We out here all got Bibles out.
Yeah. Go ahead and get that. Obadiah, yeah. We could read the whole thing.
Just go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and the subtitle, The Destruction of Edom.
Destruction of Edom, man. You know? The new Egyptian. Like, he's the new nigga. He's the new nigga. You know? He's got a new world order. He's the new this. He's the new that. He's the new world. He's the new
The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom.
Obadiah the prophet concerning Edom. Go ahead.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord,
A rumor from the Lord.
and the ambassador is sent among the heathen.
You know what the ambassadors do? They sit in as so to speak, like almost like spies, you know? Go ahead.
Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
Yep. Ooh, America, right? Let us rise against her in battle. America. Go ahead.
All the ambassadors is gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Just even speaking that as far as in like all these comes with the BRICS nation, and Trump just coming out with wrath, like giving everybody tariffs now.
Yeah.
So you start to see like everybody starting to hate this nation, this country we living in. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yeah, they really small among the heathen, man. They the basis of men. You know? The heathen are these other nations like, you know, like Moab, Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians, the Africans, the Arabs, you know?
And they looking at Edom as a small thing now.
Yep.
They looking at them like, y'all ain't strong as y'all used to be. You know? That's how they looking at them.
Go ahead.
Thou art greatly despised.
You're greatly despised, and they call him the great Satan over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go
And that's
ahead.
how it used to be for us. We were greatly despised. Now that's
That's how it
starting to
changed
turn towards them.
Turn the tables.
It's turning the tables on them.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Yeah, the pride of his mind, because the heart is not, it's just a thing of pump blood. Faggot ass seesaw.
And you know, it's like, you know, technology and pride is what this nation feeds off of.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they so prideful, because of the accomplishments they've made through technology. That's it.
But their technology is fucking weak to the Most High.
Yeah,
It says the wise of Edom is foolish with the Most High.
Yeah, so it's like once he take out all this stuff, man, the power and the lights go out, that pride gonna fail, man. Just like over there in LA when everything came on fire, ain't nobody over there talking shit.
Nope.
Everybody like, I can't believe, I'm so glad I got my poodle out for the house burned down.
Yeah.
They talking like that, man. Got Paris Hilton doing GoFundMe's.
Yeah.
Okay, your niggas is finna get dealt with.
Yeah.
All that, like Quan said, they gonna start really verbally saying stuff to us.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And hey,
Whatever, man.
You know what? And these demon ass Edomites, they proud as hell. It says the pride of his heart, man. They prideful as hell. And but they've been taught wrong in this fucking place. They've been taught that a nigga ain't shit. Black people ain't shit. That Native Americans ain't shit. But they dancing all in like faggots, but they murdered and slaughtered. Like if we did that to them, we'd be still locked up to this day. You know what I'm saying? If it was us that did it to them. But Most High didn't forget about that blood, man. So you devils got blood on your hands, man. And your children. You and your children. So while y'all lollygagging and shit, want to have fun and party and rock starring and shit, Most High is waiting to take vengeance on your ass. And Esau don't see it until, like they didn't see it until they get affected by it. Like them celebrities, they thought they was gonna go to another war show until their house got burned down. They didn't see that shit coming. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Yeah, they came from the caves, man. those too. They came from the caves. So how can a caveman be proud? Because the Most High made him proud. You know? Because you basically the minority. They basically the minority of the world, of the earth, man. And they mad at us because we coming out. It's the truth. Do your own research, and your own people. Google will tell your ass that y'all came from the caves, man.
Yeah, that's
Google
why.
will tell you that y'all are deficiency, that having no melanin is a deficiency.
Yeah, when you go
Having blonde hair is a curse.
when you go get your orientation for your job and they have you fill out that form, that shit tell your ass.
Yeah.
Caucasian mean cave dweller. It tells you. You know?
They got the cartoons, Pebbles and Bedrock and all that. They know who they are.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Like, most of Jake don't got nothing to say about how wicked Esau is, but as soon as Jake make a mistake or Jake dealing with something, it's like they just be like, oh, y'all is the most horrible people ever.
Yeah.
You know?
And they used to murder people like that. They had that anger and fury of murdering people like that. So when the tables turn, Most High gonna do that to your asses, man.
Yep, because you didn't show no mercy.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
you can't be complaining about your babies being dashed because you did that to our babies.
And that's the thing. Like, you know, this place is so big about everybody making sure all your rent and everything paid on time, but these motherfuckers missing 6 audits. These motherfuckers in debt $1 trillion.
And like
This shit don't work.
all these programs like food stamps, Section 8, majority is get on table. Majority of them is Esau be on benefits too. But they always all them niggers like the whole time like majority of them taking benefits.
Yeah. And they doing more than that. They know how to cheat taxes.
Yeah,
They know how to get through loopholes.
And
All that shit,
quiet,
man.
and people don't know they like even during the crack epidemic and even today they own more drugs than Jake is. There's more Edomites on welfare than Jake. On drugs than Jake. You know? So, that byword they used to call us, go back, you crack baby, y'all was on crack. And when y'all was in the cage, y'all was doing all kind of degrading, debauchery shit, man. Go ahead. Hey, don't act like this is a black supremacist group. This is an Israelite supreme because the Most High said he make us above all the people of the earth. That's supremacy right there. Y'all just put a black spin to it to make it like we equal grounds. Like, yeah, this is just another extreme group. Well, the Most High is extreme. He said he's going to set fire of his jealousy against his adversaries. He said he's going to destroy the sinful kingdom off the face of the earth. Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high that said in his heart.
Well, the habitation is high. You see it all across. Every downtown you go to is buildings, high as skyscrapers, high as hell. There's, they Twin Towers, that was high and shit.
They got the satellites in the sky
Stars,
that's monitoring everything.
Well, it's gonna say that, But they habitation, that's how they live. They live up in the hills. That's why they look down at the earth. That's why it says Satan came down.
That's why they always really favored that Beverly Hills and shit, man.
Yeah, Beverly Hills or the Hollywood Hills. What did Satan do when he came against Yahweh? He took him to a high mountain and he said he overlooked the kingdom. He said, I'll give you all these things. Someone of elite status offering you. That's what he do this. That's what he offered Jake. He offered Jake, look, I'll give you, these little rappers and shit. You're the king. I'll give you the keys to keys to the state,
to the city. And then, but you got to give them what you want, which is your damn soul.
Yeah. And then a nigga was like, I got the keys to the city, but I don't even use them up. I don't even know what it is. What did y'all give me?
Yeah, and really what Esau's ultimately trying to do is trying to get Jake to give the birthright back. That's impossible, man. It never belonged to them.
Yep.
That's the whole point.
And it wasn't never stolen. You sold your birthright.
Yeah. You didn't
Gave
just
up.
jack it.
Yeah, you said, what shall this birthright do
Yeah.
for me?
So what's it gonna do for me? Take this shit and give me that meat.
Yeah.
Give me that red
One
meat.
morsel of meat.
All right, well, cool. Now you got it. You got the fatness of the earth. You got what you wanted. Now we the problem? No.
And y'all think it's far-fetched.
Nah,
Shit.
man.
On Jake's side, he be telling you that he sold for a Happy Meal. A little
Yeah. But Jake don't understand. You know, if you an Israelite, there ain't no getting away from the Most High. You gonna go to your rightful spot, and you know what I'm saying. You gonna be,
But you know,
complete again.
And I said that because these Christians try to make that parabolic, like it wasn't no real pizza. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no real food. It was real food and shit. Go ahead. Said he sold his birthright for a morsel of meat. Go ahead.
It said in his heart, we shall write me down to the ground.
So his habitation's high, like you said. He's up there in space stations, satellites, NASA. He's on the high mountains. He's on the high-rise buildings and
It's on
shit.
the money.
Yep. You know, his low state is his great state. Like, whether he come down, for him, like, he call it visiting the earth. Like, he want to be that Star Trek man. But he just up there, and then every now and then he come down and look at his greatness and go back up there and teleport or whatever. But he can't teleport. He don't have that power. He can only do it by physical means. Go ahead.
Told thyself as the eagle.
See, he has the eagle, that's their bird. Even going back to Rome and shit. It's on your quarter, it's on your dollar bill. It's on your, what else is it on? It's on your, everything. It's on American, I mean, it's, it's.
They just made it like that official, they just made it like which we thought it already was, but they just made it like official law that the eagle represented the country. Like,
Yeah.
Look,
Go to Google and say, what was the bird of Rome? What was the Rome's animal symbol?
national bird.
Yeah. But don't say bird, just say what was their national symbol? What was their symbol? Animal symbol.
It says right here in Google, it says the eagle was the most prominent symbol of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, it was the most prominent symbol of the Roman Empire, the eagle, right? Didn't say eagle, right?
It says the eagle was the most prominent symbol of the Roman Empire.
And with its Americans, same thing. We in Rome all over again.
and it said another animal that they use that symbolizes Rome is wolves. They say he's like a raging wolf, a raging lion seeking he may devour. He's like a wolf. You know what I'm saying? There's one scripture talking about the wolf, though.
Yeah, but that's talking about ravenous as a wolf.
Ravaging wolves coming as inwardly as ravaging
okay,
wolves.
yeah.
So it's going into like Jake,
Yeah,
but it's going into Esau. They like ravaging wolves, but on the outside they try to look like it's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Well, we talked about that lunar moon, thing.
Yeah,
About the wolves howling and all that.
yeah.
And these are the times. Most High set up the moon for its times and the seasons. So we're in the time of the ravening wolves, of the lion seeking to devour Alexander. They can do many things, but they Edomites at the end of the day. Go ahead.
Though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Yeah, they did it with NASA and the NASA program and all that. They space stations and all that set themselves among the stars. They ended up, so to speak, the heavens. Go ahead.
Hence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh
Most High gonna bring them down, and it says whether you go up and whether you go down into the earth, Most High is gonna take you out of that. So all them submarines and what did we talk about it, that ship that was down there and imploded. So So man can't go too far under and we can't go too far up where the Most High don't have boundaries on his ass. You know? And Esau lied about it. He said, yeah, we went to the abyss, the very bottom of the ocean. How you do that? And it's oceans with it's water, lakes within oceans and shit. Water, oceans within oceans. You don't even know where you are half of the time when you're down there. You know?
It's fun, like in Psalms 18th chapter, it talks about how the Lord made darkness his secret place. So a secret place is somewhere you ain't never been before. No one has ever been before. So they made travel they haven't, truly just been all the way just far out into in what they call space, in the heavens. That's like he said, he made that place a secret place. So
the other secret place, of course, is Israel.
That's true, True. Yeah. There's a lot of secret places in Most High. There's places that they haven't even discovered. They never will.
Nope. That stuff is for Jake to go see.
Yep. Most High got dimensions within dimensions. Nope. Go ahead. We'll get into some.
How are the things that Esau searched out?
Yeah, how are they sought out, man? Like, who's gonna search them out? We didn't even have to dig. We didn't even have to become theologists. We didn't have to become archaeologists. We didn't have to become nothing. We just Most High revealed it to his servants, the prophets. You know what I'm saying? The whole countries to figure out, things that Esau tried to figure out. Go ahead.
How are his hidden things sought of?
How they sought of? Go ahead.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Mm-hmm.
The men there were at peace with thee had deceived thee.
Yeah, because they use to share borders. They use to, trade fairly well. Like we mentioned the tariffs now, and we mentioned sanctions now, and trade wars and all that. That's become very, what do you call it? Very kind of like a build-up for war, man. Controversy for war. So all those confederacies that's in Psalms 83 and shit, Most High is breaking that all up. Go ahead. But everybody's against America. Go ahead.
And rebel against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a woe under thee. There is none understanding in him.
I think that's it with then the wise men of Teman.
And thy mighty men, O Teman.
Those some Germans, man. Mighty men of Teman. Those are those scientists. Those are the ones who be doing all those experiments and shit. Because the rats, they want to make you believe that the Germans are their enemies, or they are those people, the same people. They brought them over here, man, to make science in their labs to create things that's going on against us, man. But who's gonna seek that out? Most High did through his Yahweh Shai being the mediator, to have those things come on us, in us, to know those things. So now we ain't gonna say divisive. Go ahead.
O Teman shall be dismayed.
You're gonna be dismayed because they shit ain't gonna work. They got backups. You know how they got you go to a science lab and got exhibit A, B, and all them, and they got fluids over here where this is for just in case this, and they got some in jars up here and over there, and then they got backup here, and then they got energy right here, and they got blueprints and pages, and it's a whole fucking mess, man. They trying to keep Einstein with his equations and shit.
E equals MC squared.
Yeah. And they say, like Back to the Future and shit. Marty, the capacitors and all that. Yeah, we just gonna have spiritual power, like, that's how it is. but they the mad scientists now. Because they just can't figure it out. And you know what, Einstein, he said that it has to be a higher power out of all this science that, because you know what Esau does, he try to make himself believe that there's no God in the heavens. But he know it is, because all that stuff that he deals with on a physical level don't make any sense. And he can get to a certain point, then he be like, but what is this? I can't figure this out. It's all there's one thing he can't figure out.
Just like the chariots, like the whistleblowers been coming out saying that like they can't wrestle with them basically.
Mm-hmm.
So we had no technology to upkeep these crafts, you know, and you saying that it's like at the end of the day, I'm thinking about Area 51, like all these places that's one thing, like me growing up, I was curious, like what are UFOs and stuff, and it's like, they've been seeing this stuff this whole time. Now it's like, the chariots are starting to reveal themselves more. Now it's like becoming like, well, we got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I said, if it was a stationary big chariot right there, the government's gonna have to say something about it. Because they the leaders of the world. They're gonna be like, what is this? They ain't gonna just let it sit there and not talk about it. Because the people gonna be asking questions. Is it the fear or not? Are we supposed to, like, even with this the MOTB, it's gonna be regular people saying, is this good to take or not? They said that more people have started to not take the jabs no more. Like, at first they was jumping at it, now they was like, damn, people are dying and getting sick off this shit. The prophets are saying this. America's lying about this. We found out about this. It's a TikTok that's a woman that said her children got sick because they all took the jab and all that. So people are finding out things now. It's like they ain't trusting America like they used to. They ain't jumping at things. Because the Most High has set confusion in this place, allowing it to, you know, and people to be awakened on certain levels. You know, go ahead.
so the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
By slaughter, man. Not no good thing, by slaughter. You know? Go ahead.
That's it on that.
Okay, yeah. So, you know, we can get some articles, but that's what's gonna happen, man. They wise men is gonna just be dismayed. You know? And it said, what did it say? Don't be dismayed at the sun and the moon. The heavens, the signs in heaven, the heathens are dismayed at them. But we are not. So, you know, you had Oppenheimer, they made a movie, and, well, I don't know exactly what happened, we weren't there, but they saying the men that was colleaguing with him in that experiment or that making of the, it's like, why would you create that and you don't even know what it can destroy and shit? So they got scared, like, I don't know, man. You know? But the Most High, they don't make that. Because why would you make that? Something that could destroy yourself, like completely, you know, to liberate you. That's like if you have a you know, those firecrackers that you know, they do in the 4th of July. Those are little bombs and shit. Because the dynamite's a bigger version of that. So if you had that small impact on a small firecracker that can blow your hand off, well, dynamite could be worse, and then it gets to a point where nuclear capability can. So, you know, just like Apostle Hart, he said, he measured how much TNT is inside of a nuke. So you can kind of measure how much it could destroy, or what it could destroy, whatever. And that's how they do sometimes in the measurements of things. They be like, damn. They have videos about if a nuclear bomb hit this place, it'll destroy this whole fucking place. You know? So Most High set those calculations up of man. Why would you want to calculate your own destruction and shit? Like, yeah, oh shit. And then you make the actual thing that could destroy you completely and shit. Most High made the smith, he created the smith that blowed, you know, Go ahead. But we'll get some articles. Close up.
Yeah, this one says Trump, he announced war airstrikes on ISIS in Somalia. So he finna start, this World War III ramping up. You got
that's Somalia. That's the cold word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then they trying to Mel Gibson. He trying to make another Resurrection of Christ movie. So we got more of them.
How old is he? I thought he was probably like 70.
Yeah, he old, but you can tell they trying to re-ramp back the plantation Christianity, but Jake it's not gonna work on Jake, man. Like this, I don't want what's the point of making this stuff?
Making that movie too, they said a lot of strange stuff happened in that
People
movie.
died in that movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
So somebody got struck by lightning and shit.
yeah. They're gonna make another one, So whatever, man. What you need a sequel for? Whatever.
Well, like we said about the movie, they making corny movies and shit. And now, they even the Book of Clarence and shit, it wasn't considered a comedy. I forget how they termed it, but they showed you black people in Jerusalem. And they showed you the Romans that came in.
Yeah.
So there's people that kind of know now. I mean, there's a lot of people know. They starting to know that we the real Israelites. And that's why Esau, and that's good. Because when Esau yell out and call us devils and shit, that's what they did back then. They're fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Stick calls for more tax cuts and path to zero individual income tax. So now we're going to have it to the point where they're going to cut that off, where Jake just, we didn't make that much anyways. Basically, they telling you that you slaves. You ain't going to get none of your money they took from you,
What's happening with the DEI?
They going around rounding up Jakes. And it's been, reports every day that they getting certain people who are, they show the ones where they just showing where they getting people who are like criminals and stuff. But they getting more people than that. They had one dude, he said, let me take my wife with me. And his wife had birthright citizenship, but we see Trump, he changed the whole thing about birthright citizenship. And he talked about how if you're speaking against the small hats over there, they'll deport you. But they just trying to do that to scare Jake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't part of prophecy. He said he's going to deliver us out of Babylon.
And he said he made that equivalent with slavery, and that's a mockery right there, man.
And Trump, the reason why a lot of people like Trump is because he's trying to make this like a business. That's why, that's another reason why he raised tariffs on all the nations to where people say, oh shit, now I got to put my money back in US dollar. That's what they're trying to do, But it's not going to work. Because they produce most of the shit.
They just trying to prop America up because they don't have no more substance value.
Yeah.
So they trying to prop it up.
Yeah.
And they trying to get religious now again, like you said.
Yeah,
like,
they trying to go back to the,
and it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, trying to get a car, jump start and shit. It ain't gonna fucking come back on, man. Shit done.
Trump, he also cracking down these habitual, lawbreakers, man. They trapped that's going to prison back to back. He said they gonna shoot. He gonna start deporting them to other prisons in other countries.
It's gonna be it's gonna be worse than the 3 strike laws. They're gonna start like, and then, like we said too, we talked about before, cyber crimes and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cyberbullying.
Yeah, internet crimes and shit. Like, you didn't did nothing, but your words.
They coming after our ass.
Terror, yeah.
I'd be like, you saw you buckethead ass boy, they gonna come get us.
But when they come get us, most likely gonna come get them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This too,
Go ahead.
and I sent you this. I sent you what I don't know if y'all really caught it, but it was an article I'm reading.
Yeah, hold on.
saying? So at the end of it, they said that they racing to also get these tracking systems, fully, tracking system, so that's going into the MOTV.
Yep.
The RFID shit.
Yeah, and they try to act like they don't want to set up the MOTP system because you got Trump signing the laws where there can't be no central digital bank currency in the nation. But that don't make no sense. Why would you say that? Then you're gonna be like, oh well, we're gonna get $500 billion to put AI fucking systems everywhere. Why would they do that? They doing that because they setting up the MOTP system. Even Trump got his own damn coin, man, and his wife, and they both have digital currencies.
Elon Musk too, though.
Yep, and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
All of them have their own currencies, man. What makes you think they don't want to use these into effect to where they value it?
You know what? Salaki, I mean to cut you out. But like you said, why? You got Trump saying that they not gonna, like really basically get into the digital currency. But that's Esau. What it saying?
Speak before it's
Ephesians, the 5th chapter, put on the whole armor, so that you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yeah.
The wiles of the trick. So that's Esau trick. But see, we know.
Yeah,
we
trying
know
to trick
what's going
trying
on.
to trick the nations and trying to trick Eric Jake and make them think that this digital system ain't still being set up.
Right.
Right under him, man, right under his feet. Got a couple more articles. This one says conflict in Goma, at least 700 killed since Sunday. So there's a lot going on.
Did you mention that plane? One just did it in Philadelphia or something.
Yeah, it was like a plane crash, but I haven't really got to.
It was two of them now.
Yeah.
One, I don't know if that was in Korea or something like that.
I haven't really got to go into it a lot to see like what's going on. I've been kind of watching that to see what happens about it because you got
a
certain
helicopter
people.
in the air, a plane like.
Yeah, but they trying to, you got certain people saying certain stuff about it, coming with those kind of things. I try to, before I report on them, I try to wait a little bit and see what happens.
But that new one,
yeah,
the death toll is like, I think it was 7 so far, 8 that died, and death toll is rising. It's a new plane crash. But it was in a small city or something like that.
Yeah. And Jake don't understand that you can't beat Esau, even so-called white man, with his own game. And Jake feel like, he being done wrongful. Like we here because we sin against the Lord, man. But Jake take in the customs of Esau and try to be just like Esau, man, when something happened to him. This is another article that's talking about black man files $20 million lawsuit after Alabama caught tasing while handcuffed. And Jake don't understand that's the Lord sitting him after him because he ain't trusting in the Lord. He said he would scatter us wherever we was gonna be at. He's gonna send a sword after us. So when Esau on your ass and locking your ass and up, that's the Lord getting on you. Because it said that he'll make the enemies be at peace with us because he's the one who controls the enemy. That's why he said, well, you ain't gotta fear him if you with me.
And don't be surprised if some of that stuff is staged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That Martin Luther King shit, that was staged.
Yeah, a lot of this shit is staged. This is the world stage, and they do stage a lot of stuff. The 9/11 shit, a lot of this shit is staged, man.
Yeah.
You can't trust these people.
Why would they publicize that shit on national TV and shit? Like if this happens with Jake frequently, why is he this special when it? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden it's publicized and shit. It should be all publicized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time that happens, they should publicize that shit.
Yeah, they talk about some underground tunnels in Hollywood. All they do is show Diddy. Hollywood been there longer than Diddy been alive. They been doing that shit, man. Diddy was born and grew up and he was in Hollywood. This is the damn founder of the shit. They make it seem like this Jake did everything, man. Just like everybody else, man.
Yeah, they say the world is a stage, and that's it is, man.
Yeah, that's all I got.
But hey, like we said, man, or like it says in the scriptures, Babylon, it's going down, but it's gonna be some crazy shit happening why it's falling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit coming up. You know, what do you say? The devil come down with great wrath, man. But, what is this? Prepare your souls. That's all we can do. Like you said, that scripture with the armor, we ain't talking about no real armor and shit, because what is that going to do? They got satellites and shit, watching your ass every day, lasering your ass, shooting from the, wherever and shit, red dots on you and shit. So it's talking about spiritual, man. That's all we could do. Pray, keep doing this truth. Love the Most High, Yahweh Shai, the brotherhood. Think about the kingdom, meditate, occupy the promise, and wait on the Most High, man. You can't do anything else, man. You can't make enough money in this world to take care of all your problems. The rich is doing problems right now themselves and shit. Plus getting sued and shit. Getting money hacked from them and shit, accounts and shit. Banks are closing, stores are closing. Big bank swallowing the little bank. Big store swallowing the little stores, all kind of shit. So, hey, hopefully it was edifying, and Most High will be endured to the end, man. No matter what, because how hard it's going to get. You got to look at where you stowing earlier. You just want to get through this, but once it's over, it's gonna be over, man.
Yeah, that story goes into, basically not showing your emotions.
Yeah.
Because Jake is an emotional people, but that don't mean everybody got to see your real, really how you feeling. Like when a boxer, when he gets hit, he ain't gonna show his opponent that he hurt him. If he is, if he can help him, So you got to be that way. You got to be stoic in the spirit, not let all the things of the world, job problems, money problems, don't let this stuff affect you. And it's got to show on the inside too, man.
I'm gonna post it as a video saying this. It was Jake mad at his girl, arguing with her. He threw his own baby because he was mad at her death. Emotional ass nigga, man. But they claim that they had it all figured out and shit. Now he's in jail and his child is there. I don't know if he cared about it or if it was just like, emotional outburst. And it's all fucked up, man. Yeah. Anyway. I give all praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Kakadash.
Inshallah, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone. My salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful elect soon be like Most High will. To the extended hopeful elect family, shalom and blessings. Until we out of here, man. Always pray. And always keep safe. To your best ability. Shalom.
Shalom.